It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway here on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stop for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, Rattler. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
16 yards. And the Saints 1st down.
Throwing is Rattler. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
Here we go, set. Blue, 32 strikers. Ready?
Kamara up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's Rattler. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Walker coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now Penix. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And looking to throw, Penix. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Let's take it at around the 40. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Saints.
Down. 52 blue. 43 red. Hut.
From the shotgun, Rattler. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Set. Clock. 10. 50. Green. Ready.
To the air is Rattler. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
32. Set.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 19-yard line. So a player shake it up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Come on. Black shot. Yellow. 43. Hut.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. In motion, the tight end. On 4th down, here's Rattler. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision. for it, backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. That one deep for London. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
To the air, Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. They'll go play action here with Penix. That one deep for London. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Rattler wants to throw it. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Strike. Check strike. Here we go. Here we go.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
22 meter. Set. Ready. Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Rattler. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Ready, ready. 50, green. Hut.
They're going to run with Taysom Hill. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue, 32. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Set.
Play action. Now Rattler. Underneath for Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a 1st down.
1st down, Saints.
Set. Hut. Shovel. Red. 38. Set.
Now Rattler. And this one taken in by Olave. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Check Fury. Come on. Set. Yellow. 43. Hut. Hut.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage. and threw him for a loss.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Black, 95. Claw, 10. Black, chop. Ready?
They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. And he comes back with one complete. A gain of 5. But not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
A 21-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Justice Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready up.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
50, green. Check, hut.
Again, they run with Neal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Yellow. Hut, hut.
Here's the occasional ball carrier. It's Taysom Hill. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hill. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, set. 79.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Back to throw now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Down.
Olave motioning to the left.
White. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He lets it go deep for Olave. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chris Olave, 52 yards. And the Saints are once again back in front. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Penix working out of the gun here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Let's go. Cougar 19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw, Penix. And complete to Drake London. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
first down. 1st and 10 of the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
The 14-yard line.
19 Tiger. Take go.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got his man, London, right side. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
18, Panther 60. Panther 60. 18 rattle. Panther 11. Panther 11.
And looking to throw, Penix. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirate. 7 Pirate. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Bronco. Warrior 70. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Pick him. Ready?
To throw again is Penix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Strike it. Set.
Second half begins with a run from Miller. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Set hut. 52 blue.
Throwing is Rattler. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Well, there was a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Room past the 35. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now Penix. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That's out wide for Robinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26.
That's good. For a Falcons. First down.
Robinson up the middle. Down to the 25. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
To the air, Penix. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Throws right back to London, complete again. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal.
Gain of 13 brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints' 1-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Robinson is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Ready? Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Red, 38, shot, 17. Hut.
To the air is Rattler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Rattler. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
At the 41-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Good for a Falcons. First and goal.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On play action, Rattler. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
95.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jalen Walker able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and forever. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here is third and quite a ways.
Red, cycle. Right, white. Hut, go. Ready.
Now Rattler. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On the return, here's Agnew. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
2nd and 4. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ballgame, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Penix working out of the gun here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll go play action here with Penix. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Looking to throw Penix. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground with Robinson. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
At the 3-yard line.
Robinson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Operating from the gun, Penix. He's got it. And that will get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Buffalo, 18. 79 Bronco. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. On the bootleg, it's Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready. Hut, hut.
From the gun, here's Rattler. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
Let's go. Go.
Now a 2nd and 2.
One, two, Ready.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
On the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Saints.
Set.
Rattler working out of the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A play fake. Now Penix. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
Project, this ain't what you want.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And looking to throw, Penix. And that is incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 45, White. Set, cut.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Let's go. 60 red. Blue striker.
Rattler wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now we take it in by Shaheed. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Throwing is Rattler. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
From the shotgun, Rattler. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Yellow, 22, punt.
Rattler going to look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Red 38.
Here's Rattler.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
To the air is Rattler.
Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
6, 7, 60 red, 60 red, flat, red, Vito blue. Ready?
Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Atlanta,
the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for New Orleans,
it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10.
And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.